Chosen by his peers to lead OSBA in 2015, Ed Penrod took office on January 1st as OSBA's 60th president. The 18-year board veteran runs his own business, yet still took time out of his busy schedule to take me on a tour of some of the exceptional programs in the 2 districts he serves.
Pretty much a typical day.
On this day, OSBA's new president, Ed Penrod, became the student as he learned more about programs in the 2 districts he serves. Our first stop, the Leader in Me program at Logan Hocking Local's Green Elementary. The Leader in Me program was developed from the book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey.
It's become our operating system here at the school. All of our behavior plans and our daily schedules are all built around the Leader in Me in order to try to build capacity in the students to have leadership.
The program teaches students to take responsibility, set goals, plan for success, develop teamwork skills, and find life balance. You can see the visual cues everywhere throughout Green Elementary, reminding students of these habits. This year, 62 4th grade students were selected to serve on various school leadership teams, including the announcements, events, art gallery and recycling teams, cafeteria assistants and recess managers, bus and hall pride patrols, and more.
We are in our 2nd year, and actually the program is even more successful this year. We've had a lot of student buy-in, a great deal of student interest. The younger students have watched the 4th graders take on leadership roles, and every year they're clamoring to have more leadership roles here in the school.
I'm incredibly impressed with what we do in our public schools.
Continuing our tour with Penrod, our second stop was Logan High School's Horticulture, Education, and Future Farmers of America, or FFA class. These students have been busy combining a variety of plant science activities to understand how they all work together, including studying weed management in crops, applying herbicides, and more. Many of these FFA members compete in agronomy and forestry career development events. Next stop with Ed, building the human body in a Project Lead the Way class.
Human Body Systems course is building various muscle tissue on their anatomy and clay mannequins as they start learning about the various tissues in the body.
Logan High juniors and seniors can take advantage of this hands-on, nationally recognized STEM curriculum to earn college credit as they consider or pursue a career in the biosciences.
I think it's just preparing me for college classes because I don't think I'm going to be into the medical field, but I do think I'm going to be somewhere near it.
And it's been very successful. We used to only have one course or one class of students for each of the 4 courses, and we now have 2 classes for the first 2 courses because we've had so many students signing up and we don't want to turn them away.
As we headed to our next program, Penrod made an unscheduled stop in the high school's advanced theater class, reportedly his favorite, where he jumped in and read a poem to the class.
This is not fantasy. This is our life.
You notice the students, he got down to their level. And that's another trait, positive for Ed. Ed not afraid to get dirty. He's not afraid to get down to people's level. He portrays himself as not being better than anyone else. And I think people see that. He's genuine.
Further down the hall, Penrod jumped into the AP art class as well.
I'm really glad that our school has this class. Like, my friend Chloe transferred to another school and they don't have the same opportunity, and she's going to art too, and she's really stressed out about getting her portfolio together, and I'm not really that worried about it because I'm doing it now and here, and it's getting a pretty decent body of work together.
It's extremely intensive, and I think it creates a really powerful experience at a high school level.
Logan Hocking Middle School was our next stop, where they were excited to show off their Chromebooks program. The district made the decision to pilot one-to-one computing, starting with this year's 7th graders.
Benefits has been kids have been engaged. Our teachers are very enthusiastic about finding different ways to use it within their classroom.
The amount of homework that I get and the completion rate of my homework has increased because all of my assignments are online. But I think the number one thing that it's done is actually it's leveled the playing field a little bit. Being in Hocking County, not every person in Hocking County has the finances or the availability to be able to have a laptop or a computer at home.
Before leaving the middle school, Penrod had one more trick up his sleeve. We surprised Ed's wife, Debbie, as she taught a 6th grade class.
We wanted to stop in and say hi.
After saying goodbye to Debbie and her class, we traveled to Penrod's other district, the Tri-County Career Center, where their cosmetology program never goes out of style.
we never lack for students here after they continue their career after they graduate. They go on and they work in salons. Some of them decide to go into management.
Then we brave the cold to catch up, literally, with the power line technology class. These students are learning to become power line workers.
You know, we're going to teach them how to climb poles initially, teach them how the bucket and the digger trucks work, teach them about all your safety programs. We have quite a nice facility out here, so there's really nothing out in the real line world that we can't simulate here.
Once they climb the stage for their diplomas, these tech students typically become apprentice line workers, making at least $35,000 a year. To wrap up our very busy visit with Penrod, some final thoughts on his rise to power at OSBA.
Boards will go up and down as people change, but Mr. Penrod's provided that leadership and guidance through the tough waters that we all face. So I'm very excited for him to take over or become your president.
So I'm very energized, very excited, but very humbled and privileged to have this opportunity for my peers to allow me to do this.
And on behalf of everyone here at OSBA, we are very excited to have Mr. Penrod on board. For OSBA, I'm Crystal Davis.